and taking it past midfield and down the sideline he goes. This is storybook. An opening kickoff return for Damar Hamlin.
2nd and 17. Hamlin has time. Intercepted. Sauce Gardner's got it.
And the Kansas City Chiefs have won Super Bowl 57.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Sportorium. We are continuing our divisions, and we are going over the AFC South. You guys are wearing the same clothes. What is wrong with you? Do you not change or shower or anything?
Nope.
Well,
No.
you can keep it on now. All right, yeah, let's get right into it. We'll start off with the Houston Texans.
All right. Big offseason, though. Big.
Yes. They always do this thing every offseason, though, where they just sign like 50 players and they're all terrible.
Yeah.
They got a little bit better players this year, but still they do the same thing.
D'Amico Ryans, though, I mean, yeah, good signing, but it never works out for a rookie coach. So I don't think it's definitely not going to work out here.
I don't know. I wouldn't be too sure of that. I think they have really good pieces on defense. I don't think they have a great defense. Then you go out and get a Will Anderson.
Mm-hmm.
It might be nice.
Yeah, totally. That's why we have these records on the screen. So.
I don't think they're going to be a good team, but I think they have pieces all around. Like they could win 4 games or they could win like 7. Like they don't have a bad roster.
Yeah. If CJ Stroud really like,
Damian Pierce.
No. Dameon Pierce is the RB2. It's Devin Singletary.
All right,
Yep.
man.
Yeah, I'm completely kidding. But yeah, I mean, they had solid weapons. Then you get Robert Woods. You get Dalton Schultz. You draft Tank Dell. I mean, CJ Stroud's got weapons.
You have Mechie too, right?
Yeah, and then Mechie's back. So I mean, they have weapons, and they have a pretty solid O-line. They just re-signed Titus Howard to a contract that he didn't deserve. But I mean, you got one of the best left tackles in the league. They got Shaq Mason as well. I forgot about that. Drafted Kenyon Green last year. They drafted Juice Scruggs this year from Penn State, which is another.
They have a really young offense.
Yeah, I mean, it's a pretty young team overall.
Yeah,
There's a few like older guys. I mean, they also added Jimmy Ward, Shaquille Griffin.
Yeah,
like they
Sheldon
have
Rankins.
Yeah, Sheldon Rankins too.
Yep.
They have a solid roster. Like this is not a bad roster. It's the Texans.
Yeah.
It's just a lot of like young people. Got a rookie quarterback.
I think that they have like the pieces for the future. I don't think that they're going to be great this year, but I think that with this like core, they'll become like a pretty good team.
Yeah, they're definitely going they're going in the right direction now.
Yeah, I would have to agree.
For the first time since like Watson left.
Yeah,
true.
And that was all just Bill O'Brien destroying the team for no reason.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think they will be competing for the number 1 pick, but they could also be a middle of the pack team.
Yeah, they could just tank one more year and get like a stud and then just go on.
Yeah.
I hope CJ Stroud's good. I like the kid. So
yeah, I like him a lot.
But at the same time, I don't like the Texans at all. So they're my least favorite team in this division.
Yeah,
so
I would say they are as well.
Right.
Yeah.
So, yep. On to the next. Indianapolis Colts, which is another terrible crap team.
This team is so bad.
Yeah, I can't really defend the Colts that much.
No, definitely not. I mean, they have another new head coach. Going to be a crappy situation. They did sign Gardner Minshew, so I wonder who the starter is going to be.
Yeah, I think that's one of the biggest questions. Is like Anthony Richardson could be good. We know that he's a project. Is he even going to start this year?
Yeah,
I think he'll definitely start at some point because they're going to be that bad.
Yeah, I would say so. And they also it was really weird because they traded Stephon Gilmore, which was kind of weird.
Yeah.
Now their cornerback situation is not great, especially because that dude got suspended for gambling. But they lost Bobby Okereke, and then they had a pretty solid draft though. I actually really like their weapons are awesome right now though. Also, I will say that.
Yeah.
They also drafted Josh Downs to add to obviously Michael Pittman, Alec Pierce, Jelani
Pierce was
Woods.
very good last year.
Yeah. They
Very
also
good.
signed Isaiah McKenzie. Their O-line's not great, but they have like Quentin Nelson was just ass last year.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. That he fell off big time.
But yeah, they added solid pieces in the draft. I actually really did like their drafts. Obviously, Anthony Richardson. I mentioned Downs, but then Julius Brents, the corner, who like is going by Juju now. I don't know. And then added Tomiwa Adebawore, who was a sleeper pick. I like him a lot. But I think that like I don't think it's going to be a good team, but the potential, there's 2 stars that I see that if they're healthy, they could actually make this a pretty solid team. And that is Darius, Shaq Leonard, and Jonathan Taylor. If they stay healthy, if they have good years, I don't think it's going to be like first overall pick bad.
Yeah, I don't know.
Agreed.
I don't think Jonathan Taylor is as good as everyone like says he is.
I mean, who knows? He had an insane year and then just
He really
not
did.
a good one. So he could go back to having an insane year, or he could just, that's just who he is. And he just had an outlier of a season.
True. Now thinking about it, I really don't know why I have them at 6 and 11.
I don't even think
really
that's,
don't.
I don't think that's a bad.
I think that's their high.
I mean, for all these teams, it's tough to pick, like, because they could
I
be
know.
3 wins or they could be 7.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would
mean,
say
this
like
team
6
beat
or
the
7.
Chiefs last year. Like,
That is true. That is true.
Yeah.
I would say that probably 6 or 7 is, I would say, is around their ceiling.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say their floor is 0-17, but they have the potential to be really
yeah,
bad.
I don't think anyone will like go 0-17.
No. All the teams that are like really bad aren't even like terrible.
That bad, yeah.
Like they all have good players. There's not like one
Yeah.
roster where it's just absolutely terrible.
Yeah, they still have like at least like an elite player.
Yeah, or
Yeah.
close to it.
Who's
or
the last
something
team to go like 0 and whatever, the Browns?
Browns.
It was the Browns.
And
But
then
then
they went, what, 1 and 15 the year before?
Yeah, and then like 2 and something. It was bad those few years.
Terrible. Oh, yeah.
What was it was it the Jaguars with Gardner Minshew when they went 1-0 and then lost 15 straight? Like 2 years ago.
Wait, who?
I think it was at the Jaguars. No, I don't know.
No, it could have been the Jaguars.
I think it was the
it could have
Jags with
been,
Minshew.
And then I think the Jets beat them, and then the Jags got Trevor Lawrence.
No, because I remember seeing a meme and it was like they tweeted something like it's like something about I forgot what they said, but something about it was something along the lines of like winning, like keep going, like they're gonna keep winning, and then it was like they never won another game that year.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it was 2020. They went 1-0 and they're like, oh, everybody thinks we're gonna be terrible, and then lost 15 straight.
Yeah, it's
And that was the Trevor Lawrence year too.
Yep.
That's so funny.
Fun.
But yeah, there's not a team like that.
No, definitely not. But you never know. Well, on to the next. We all have them making playoffs. All right.
Yep, I think this is the easy pick to win the division.
Yeah.
And I am a very, very big fan of the Jaguars. Trevor Lawrence at the end of the year was, dare I say, a top 5 quarterback. And then you give him
And
Calvin Ridley.
yeah.
yeah, I
Did you
just
know
have to
Trevor
see
Lawrence had
what-
a son?
What?
Yeah. Justin Herbert.
Justin Herbert. Yep, there we go.
I was like, wait, I was actually confused. I
I
was
was like, what do you mean?
yeah, no,
Yeah.
I mean, T-Law is obviously good. I'm just not completely sold on him because I didn't see enough. Like it was like half a season. Like
That-
I'm
that
not
is
saying he's
true.
gonna be bad, but
Yeah.
I mean they really have no competition like in this division, so like they should easily win this division. It's like not.
Yeah.
Even, I don't think it's gonna be close at all.
Yeah.
I think it might be like probably 3 games. So
Yeah, like the Titans probably. I would say like,
yeah, I have them as second in the division.
Yeah.
but yeah, I think they'll like pick up where they left off last year.
Yeah, these are like, there's a few teams where I'm like, okay, they could literally just sleep or be amazing. The Jags are one of them. And I think that
Yeah.
Trevor Lawrence is a dark horse MVP candidate.
I don't.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
that's a little bold, but the way that he ended the year so strong, and then you add an elite wide receiver one of the best
Which
route
has
runners in
also
the
been
league.
out for a long time, though.
He
I
has.
don't think he'll even be top 5 for the MVP.
Who knows? I believe that he will be.
Yeah,
But
I think they're going to take last season and go into this season hot.
yeah,
And,
I mean, just build off that. They added more pieces like Calvin Ridley.
Yep.
The running back situation is better than it was. Travis Etienne is still a dog, but then they drafted Tank Bigsby, added Dearness Johnson in free agency.
True.
The only their defense is pretty good, but their corner depth is not. They have a pretty good starting secondary, but then after that, it's just kind of not great. But
as long as they put points on the board, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I think this is going to be one of the better offenses in the league.
Yeah, big time.
But
it's an offense league now.
It is. It is. Offense wins championships, not defense. But yeah, I think they're going to be really good.
Yeah, I agree. All right, on to the Titans. Oof.
Yeah. So yeah, we basically agree that they're just going to be mid.
Yeah,
but
I
it was
agree.
so.
Derrick Henry's getting older.
Yeah, I mean he doesn't look like he's lost a step, but that could happen at any minute with a running back.
I mean, what is he? 31? He's old, no? 30?
Nah, like 28.
No,
I'm gonna say 29.
29, turning 30 this year.
I'm gonna guess 28.
You looking it up?
He is 29, turning 30 this year.
Thought so. It's
I'm actually, his birthday is the same day as mine.
Oh wow! All right.
Yeah, it's my birthday, buddy. Yay!
Nice.
Yeah, I think they're just gonna be similar to the Patriots, like that mediocre team, but they're gonna play you tight in games.
Yeah. And they're always we think they're going to be bad. We thought they were going to tank this year.
Yeah.
Like this offseason, I thought they were kind of just going to sell.
I mean, they're a well-coached team. They just they don't really have the players, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, they added obviously D-Hop, which is huge. It's the best receiver that they've had in a long time. But I mean, this is this is the wide receiver graveyard, so we'll see with that.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, the O-line, they lost Taylor Lewan, who's hurt and terrible, but they got Dillard, drafted Peter Skoronski.
Big pickup right there.
Yeah, it's Skoronski's
glad they drafted him. No, I wanted him, but I didn't.
You're not glad.
No, I wanted him or Broderick. But anyway.
Yeah.
No. They lost Nate Davis as well.
They did it that.
But yeah.
Yeah, one of the biggest things is their wide receiver depth. Obviously, you got D-Hop. Traylon Burks was okay last year. Obviously, he was a very high draft pick. And then your wide receiver 3 is Nick Westbrook-Akine, who we've seen a lot of, and he's never been good. Kyle Phillips had one good game last year, and everybody was like, oh my God, Kyle Phillips, he's the next Julian Edelman. Nope, he's terrible. And then you got Chigakonkwo at tight end, who I think is actually really good too, but yeah, I think it's just middle of the road team, solid roster. And it's also just a curious case of what's going on at cornerback. Is this Ryan Tannehill's last year? Is he the future? Is Will Levis or Malik Willis terrible? Sure looks like it. So I don't know.
Believe Malik Willis is that bad.
Apparently he got better though. So
talent, but I liked him and I was he should play, and then I was all right, he definitely shouldn't play.
Yeah, I was calling for that the whole time, just throw him in, and then I saw one game and I'm like, all right, he should never touch a football field again. And then Josh Dobbs came in and he actually looked pretty good.
And hasn't Will Levis been
that guy with no hair, right?
Yes. Yeah, Will Levis has apparently been terrible.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, but his girlfriend.
I was about to say that.
He's winning.
Let's see.
Are you serious?
I don't know.
That was the biggest thing during the draft.
Yeah, it's the draft.
Oh,
dude, we watched the draft together.
We watched the draft together.
I was drunk. Leave me alone.
So was I.
Oh, damn. She, yeah. Oh, that's the one that he had his hand around the girlfriend, the mother.
Yeah, the mom, the sister, the girlfriend. They were all
the dad grabbed her. Wait, is that her or is that somebody else?
I think I know what you're talking about. It might have been somebody else. I know what you're talking about.
The dad touched her butt.
Very strange.
Yeah. Well, let's go back to football for a second here.
Good idea.
But yeah, I mean, it's a solid roster. There's nothing special. They have a few stars here and there, obviously with Doug, D-Hop. Harold Landry's coming back, which is pretty big. But
Yeah.
I actually really do like the pieces on defense. Like the front seven is really good. Even the secondary is actually pretty good. So I don't know. It's a
And
solid
the
team.
addition
Like
of Sean Murphy bunting, yeah.
yeah, and Aziz Al Shair, which is a underrated
Yeah.
pickup too. Which is
Yeah.
weird though because they lost David Long, who I think is like probably better.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's a solid roster. I could see them being like a 10-win team, maybe. I don't
That's
think
high.
they could. Well, I
AFC
mean,
is just too tough.
we already have them at 9-8. I don't think they always
I
like
think 9-8 is still high.
Yeah, I have 8
Yeah,
and 9. I
but-
mean, I'd say 9's their ceiling, but
Yeah.
but they're also like you said, they're just like a gritty team where they just like surprise
Yeah.
you. And they have beef
coaching-
with the Ravens all the time and
yeah,
they
there's a
always
well-coached
win.
team.
Mhm.
It is.
They could steal one of those. They could be the team that like steals a game from like a good team. Like I don't even know who they're
Yeah.
playing this year, but
They play the Ravens. I know that's one of the
Yeah.
good teams.
like the Bengals, I think, yeah, like someone like that, they could steal a game.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised at that. But they could also be like a 6-win team in my eyes.
Oh yeah,
Agreed. Either way, Jaguars division, and
Yeah.
it don't matter.
yeah. I don't even think
So-
that's like. I'd be like actually surprised if like they won the division over the Jags.
Oh yeah, 100%. And out of all of these teams, I honestly think that the Titans probably have the worst future.
Oh yeah, probably. I mean, they have 2 young quarterbacks that probably aren't going to ever be anything.
Yep.
Yeah. And their offensive stars are old.
Old. Yep.
Yeah,
So I don't know. Well, we'll see. But like you said,
Agreed.
Jaguars division to lose.
Yep. 100%.
All right. Well, that concludes the AFC South. Next, we got the Chiefs, AFC West, which was
just the Chiefs.
it's just the Chiefs. But
Yeah.
yeah. So I hope you all enjoyed. Till next time.
See you.